She told everyone I cheated on him. His cousin, my once best friend of 10 years, cut me off and joined the rumor mill. They turned my name into a joke. So I did something that left them speechless. Right before graduation. Want to know how I made them pay? Listen up. If you love justice done smart, hit like and subscribe. Today's story is messy, emotional, and yes, satisfying. If you've ever been betrayed and stuck watching people lie about you, this one's for you. I was a senior. Everyone thinks the last year of high school should be highlights and silly traditions, but mine felt like walking through glass. I'd been with him for a year, the good and the stupid teenage stuff, and I thought we were fine. Then, out of nowhere, his new girlfriend texts me. Her name was Lila. She'd just broken up with him and told me calmly that for months he'd been telling people I cheated, that I traumatized him, that I was texting other guys. She even told me his cousin, the one I'd been best friends with for 10 years, had been whispering the same filth to anyone who'd listen. I remember reading the messages with my phone sweating in my hand, the screen buzzing like a trapped fly. My chest felt tight, like someone was slowly tightening a belt. The first reaction was disbelief, then nausea, then the kind of anger that tastes like metal. This wasn't the first time they'd started drama. Every couple months something petty would blow up and I'd keep my peace. But this was different. This wasn't gossip. It was character assassination. And on top of that, these two still had a few gifts I'd given them months before. A watch, a signed small gift that cost me real money. The thought of them smirking at my reputation while keeping things I'd bought, that lit a fuse. He was the kind of guy who smiled like he meant it in person but loved rewriting his version of you when no one was looking. The cousin, let's call her Tara, used to be my closest friend. I remember sleepovers and letting her borrow my hoodie. Now she'd cut me off over something stupid, Lila said, and apparently her favorite hobby was inventing stories about me. Imagine the betrayal. The girl who braided your hair, the boy you trusted with inside jokes, now narrators of your downfall. They were petty, insecure people who tried to climb by pushing others down. And once they got an audience, they fed it. Rumors spread. People stopped saying hi in the hallways. Whispers followed me into classes. Someone posted a meme with a fake screenshot, and friends started treating me like I'd committed some social crime. The worst part was the feeling of powerlessness. I could tell the truth until my voice cracked, and nobody cared. Their lies were louder than the truth. I tried to do the right thing. I kept quiet. I focused on school. I told myself I was above it. But when I heard them laughing about me at a party I wasn't invited to, when I learned that they were actively spinning a whole narrative to humiliate me before graduation, that's when the plan took shape. I wasn't going to become violent or illegal. I didn't want to ruin lives or threaten anyone. I wanted to be smarter, colder, and public. I wanted my name cleared and what was mine back. I wanted them to feel the exact thing they'd been inflicting on me. The humiliation of being exposed as liars in front of the people who mattered. Revenge planning and execution. Step by step, sensory details, pacing. Step 1, get allies. Lila, his ex, was still friends with me. She'd seen their side and grown sick of his stories. She handed me the receipts and screenshots he'd left on his phone. Texts where he admitted making things up. A conversation with Tara about spinning it. She could have kept it for herself, but she handed them to me. That felt like sunlight through storm clouds. Step 2, gather proof. We collected everything. Screenshots, timestamps, voice notes where he complained about me and laughed about making up drama. I dug through old messages I had, his old DMs, and found the exact gifts I'd given listed in his stuff box in her locker, with my initials scratched off. My stomach dropped the minute I saw them sitting there, like relics of a life someone else was rewriting. Step 3, the plan publicly simple, privately surgical. I could have leaked everything online and let the internet chew them up, but social media justice goes sideways fast. Instead, I wanted a controlled, undeniable moment. Somewhere everyone would be awake to hear it and they couldn't scroll past it. Graduation week had the right crowd. Everyone who mattered would be there. So I arranged a meetup at senior week's big picnic, a place everyone attends. Teachers, classmates, mutual friends, eyes and ears. Step 4, bait and presentation. We didn't ambush them. Lila and I showed up at the picnic like nothing was wrong. We laughed, we acted like old friends. I wore a hoodie Tara used to steal. Now ironic, now mine again. Inside my backpack were printed neat copies of the screenshots, the receipts showing I bought those gifts, and a small note card with the exact timeline of lies. I also had proof of the posts and the fake screenshots, everything organized like evidence in a court case. Step 5. Deliver the moment. Short sentences for tension. I walked up to Tara and him while they were mid-conversation, smiling. I tapped Tara on the shoulder. "Hey, can we talk?" said. Her smile faltered. The crowd was close enough to overhear. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I unzipped my backpack slowly. I placed the watch and the small item I'd bought, with their initials scratched off, on the picnic table. Then I slid a printout of the messages across. I said, calm and steady, "These were mine. You said you'd return them. You didn't. You told everyone I cheated. You told them I'm crazy. Here are receipts and the messages where you plotted this." Short pause. The air tightened like a held breath. Heads turned. "My phone has the rest," Lila added, voice quiet and precise. He told me he made the whole story up because he wanted attention. Sensory details and internal monologue. I could feel my heart hammering against my ribs like it wanted out. My palms were sweaty, but my voice didn't shake. I remember the metallic smell of the watch, the soft thud of the note card on the table. Around us, whispers became rustling flurries, and then quiet. For a second, it felt like the whole picnic paused, like the world had turned the volume down. Inside my head I was repeating, "Don't let them interrupt. Don't let them lie again. Let the proof speak." Dialogue enhancement. Snap, dramatic. Tara's face went from color to white. "This isn't," she started. He stammered. "You don't understand." Lila smiled sadly. "Oh, I do. He told me he'd make you look bad if she didn't leave him alone." Someone near us muttered, "Are those the messages?" Another kid said, "Why did he say all that?" The shift was immediate. They tried to argue, to gaslight, to flip it. But the receipts, the DMs, the voice notes, they were clean. People checked the texts I handed out. Couple of teachers came over. The group that used to avoid me started whispering, then apologizing. A mutual friend pulled Tara aside, voice low. I watched their faces as their confident stories collapsed. That slow realization, when a liar sees their audience flip to the other side, is a look I'll remember. The outrage squeezed down, the mouth that used to smile now open and blank. I didn't dance on anyone's downfall. I let them speak. I let proof do the rest. When Tara asked for the watch back, I said, "Return it. You never gave it back. Consider this me reclaiming my stuff." She had no answer. The small sensation that followed was not pure joy. It was relief. The pressure that had lived in my chest for months released like a valve opening. I didn't ruin them. I exposed them with facts, not petty chaos. Felt righteous. Felt lighter. The people who mattered most saw the truth. And the gifts. Got them back. If this story hit home, smash that like button and tell me in the comments, what would you do if someone tried to ruin you? If you want more true revenge stories that are smart, not violent, subscribe and I'll post